All right, what is up, everyone? Dre Trades here in the building. You know, it's Monday. Terrible Monday. I wanted to say the S word, but terrible Monday. We'll call it. What's that? Miserable Monday. That rhymes. Miserable Monday, and hopefully tomorrow will be turnaround Tuesday. Yeah, you gotta rhyme the day. So it's Monday. It's August 2nd, 4:42. Um, there's the market. Yeah, looking at the market right there in front of me. If you're catching this on the replay, I'm just gonna rumble a little bit because I just want to get a couple of people. I want to be able to talk to somebody because this is a live video. So if you kind of catch this on the replay, just fast forward a couple of minutes. Just a couple of minutes. Because I'm gonna start getting into it once someone gets in here. Because it's kind of weird when you talk by myself. Right? So anyway, so how was your day? I could talk about BS, right? So the Dow was down. It was an incredible day in the beginning of the day. The futures. I was if you watched my videos last week, I was like, yeah, man, I'm kind of bearish. I just don't like the way the markets look and looking a little toppy. So it was making me a little bearish. I'm just like, I actually put on some put spreads in perfect timing. Perfect timing looking at today's market because we're down. It's just that simple. So the put spreads did make a lot of money. I wanted to sell the short side, but I just didn't because I don't know the rally. I just didn't. I don't know why. I wanted to sell that short side, but I didn't do it. But anyway, but here we go. It's good. It's still good. It's still all good. Still making money. But the Dow, they're down 97, man. 97. NASDAQ is still up thanks to Tesla. Thanks to Square. Is Square in the NASDAQ? I know most NASDAQ has four-letter tickers, right? But Square, SQ. Yeah, I'm not sure to tell you the truth. Put it in the comments. Let me know if Square's in the NASDAQ or not. And then the S&P, right, down 8. You don't want to see days like this. This is true reversal days. These are bearish days. These are signs that where the market just opened up and it's basically telling you we can't hold it. I can't hold it. It's like if you have your hands out and I put a heavy bowling ball or something in your hands and it just starts going down. Right, boom, you can't hold it. And I know I can't put any more bowling balls in your hand because it's just going to keep going down. Right, so this was not a good day. We got to see what turnaround Tuesday is going to look like, and evaluate from there. But let's go look at the charts. Well, let's look at the heat map. I got it right here, just a little closer. And I like to look at the heat map and see things that pop out, in front of me. And that Tesla is pop. I totally missed the trade. I was watching Tesla trade all week. I even had trades on. and it's one of the things you see it pop and you're like, I'm gonna wait, I'm getting in, I'm waiting for the pullback. You don't get it, right? The thing's been up 3% or so every day for the last week, so we'll check that stock out. And then I see over here in the financials, I see Visa and MasterCard down hard, PayPal, everything over there except for Square. Square was up nice. Square was up lovely. And I got a video dropping right after this. It'll be right after this, so make sure you hit the bell because I'm going to talk about why Square went down, why it went up, and then I'll show you my Square trade. Right, so I'll talk about it here too, but it'll be a specific video on that, and it's very, it's my story, right? No one else has that story but me. But here's the market, right? Look at the SPY. I want to show you something. Maybe let me see if I can move this over just a little bit to kind of, I don't like when it's too far over to the right. So equities, time axis. This is live, so you got to be patient. I like 50 in that box, by the way. If you use Thinkorswim and you want to kind of move where your chart starts, go into settings, equities, right? I'm sorry, settings, time axis, and this will leave some area to the right so you could kind of decide which way you want to go with it. Right, so I like this much room here. But when you look at this SPY, and if I clear all my lines out, clear all that out, Look how far we are away from the moving average, right? And that's the 9. It matters. You might say, oh, this is so simple, so basic. It matters. No, you know why? Because this chart goes all the way back to damn near 2000. And I want you to look at this chart. You look at it really hard. And you tell me where you see it, the separation like that. Right? So it's toppy. It's toppy. I'll show you some spots. Let's expand it a little bit. Well, here, right? It's kind of separated. Look at that drop. Oh, here was one. Wow, look at that drop. Kind of came right in. Here was one right there. Yeah, yeah. Here, in all of this, all of this, I got to draw something like that is kind of one. I'm just waiting. Maybe today is the beginning. And I'm not saying that it's just going to drop really hard. I'm just saying I think it's toppy. I just think it's going to come down. Today was a good sign of that. It was a good sign of it just creeping down, to start to creep down to maybe the moving average or so. Will we get another one of these? I don't know. I don't think so. But you know what? You can't rule it out, right? Because look at even the gaps. Look how much we've been up. What is this? This is the monthly. We've been up 1, 2, and this one is almost green. So I'm counting it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost 10 months in a row. Almost 10 months in a row. That one I counted. I know I cheated a little bit, but look, it was almost green. So that's one. All right, I'm gonna say 10 months in a row being green. That doesn't happen. Look, we had a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right here looks like it was 11, and then we took a downturn. Right, so it doesn't happen much, and I'm just feeling that's what I'm saying. The market's toppy. Look at the slow stochastic. Right, just pinned to the top. Hasn't been any higher since here. Right, the last time it was that high. I mean, it is pinned to the top. There, here, right, and if you look straight up, see how we came down here. You can see what happened there, man. Wow, you can almost use this. This is why it's one of my favorite tools. A top pin right here. Nothing happened there. Here, little downturn here, right. So when this thing pins to the very top, it's just not good. You just want to use caution, man. I know the stocks is ripping. I know it's ripping. So in this video, we're going to talk about some of the stocks I like, because I've been going through a lot of stock charts. I'm just going through. I went through all the S&P, all the NASDAQ 100s, and most of the S&Ps. I got to take that back. So all the NASDAQ, and what I found a common theme was a lot of the stocks looked worse than this. Just really, really toppy. And that makes me feel, it's time to probably just slow down a little bit, right? And not everything. Some stocks are nice, and that's why I'm going to talk about some of the stocks I like. But some stocks are just like, yeah, just a little toppy. So what's up, everybody, man? I see I got a few people in here. How y'all doing? Put something in the comments. Talk to me. I want to talk about the stocks that you want to talk about, right? So you can just, say, hey, what's up? Letter X, right? Talk about Letter X. I'll bring up Letter X and we'll talk about it. Let's talk about Square. Let's talk about Square real quick. I got that in the comments. So you're probably like, man, I seen some people coming in. I was like, hey, he ain't talking about Square. I'm out of here. Square. There's the monthly, right? This chart, this bar right on the right, that's a new month, right? The new month today, first print today. So it's out of the gate perfectly. Hopefully we can still go up. There is caution, even though today was just fantastic, up 10% when the market was down. I mean, if that doesn't tell you something, what does, right? So, but we're still in the range. Right, I got that range highlighted. I'll go ahead and extend it to that, include that candle. And as long as we in this range, it's not an official breakout yet, right? So it can come back down. It can come back down into the range. It can come back down right to the averages again, which is somewhere right in here, right to that support, right, 230. You see it hit that level? You see it hit that level in the overnight session this morning for the most part, at the end of the overnight session. And just off to the races. Off to the races. Beautiful day. I put a trade in. It's lovely. I won't talk. If you want to see that trade, just kind of stay tuned. It'll drop in the video right after this, man. Give me like 30 minutes and it'll be up. So make sure you hit the bell. But I think this goes higher. I think it goes a lot higher. All right, it's the beginning of something. If it could break out, we got to break out. When you look close like this, let me zoom that in here so you can see a little better. You can see all the tops, right? 1, 2, yeah. We gotta break that, and because this could just be the third top and just come right back in. So, I like the setup. It looks good so far. Remember, we got disappointed by Amazon. I'm out the Amazon trade. It's just done. It's done. I was so, how I say I don't listen to myself. I'd be like, I gotta listen to myself. Listen to myself, because I'd be mostly right. I'd be right a lot. I'd be right a lot when I do these videos. But when I pull the trigger, and I do pull the trigger. I know a lot of people that y'all watch don't pull the trigger. They'll just say they did this and this. I go look back in my videos. You'll see my portfolio and stuff like that. I show you the trades. But I just lost my train of thought. Oh, anyway, I was set up. I was set up lovely for that breakout. Because at one time, this red bar, that was all green, right? That was all green. It was the perfect breakout. If you would look up breakout on Wikipedia, you'll see all green. You'll see what the hell am I talking about? If you would look up breakout on Wikipedia, you will see that consolidation with the green bar just flying right out of it. It was the perfect setup. Sometimes when it's too perfect, it goes the other way because everyone can see it. I know it's the stupidest thing, but you almost don't want it to be too perfect. I think that's what happened to Amazon. The breakout did not happen. So back in the range, and it's all good. Not saying I do think Amazon comes to the bottom of the range, but there's nothing to really panic about. If you're a shareholder, you could be kind of slowly buying more, even though I think you can get it lower. But there's no panic here until it comes out of that range to the downside, right? So we have to keep that as a possibility, and it could happen, right? So we was just talking about the market possibly coming down, and because I'm gonna jump away from Amazon, and I'm gonna pull up the 10-year because we got that D variant, right? And this 10-year, which I think this is what the market is worried about, right? So we had this last drop. Change my pointer here. This is the yield, by the way. So right now it's yielding 1.174. And if you remember here, it's so funny because we was shooting straight up and the market was crashing, right? It was like everybody's, oh my gosh, look at the speed. It's going crazy. And then we got a little relief and then the market started rallying. But then now as we coming down harder, it's starting to worry again. Almost like it's got to stay. It's bottom line, it's in the range, just like everything else. But what the market don't like is the speed of this thing. It needs to be going like not too steep up and not too steep down. But look at this thing coming down. And if everything is so good, why is it doing that? What does this see that the market doesn't see? And someone on CNBC early this morning was talking about, going to Vegas, right? Vegas was jam-packed. It was like, you would never thought there was a virus. You couldn't even eat at dinner time, they were saying, because you couldn't get a place to eat. You better eat super early before dinner, like 4 o'clock, or after like 8:30 or something like that. Because if you ate in at dinner time, you wasn't getting a seat. You wasn't even getting in. So basically it was saying, and I get it, that if Vegas is popping like that, why is the stock... Now, I know, by the way, I know Las Vegas is Sands, LVS is, there's not a lot of Las Vegas properties in Vegas anymore. But we're going to use this anyway, because I'm sure they all the same. Why is it dropping like that? Why are we almost at the COVID low? That's insane. Either this is the greatest buy of all time, or this thing is telling us something. Right, so maybe we got to look at the LVS for the index. Maybe this is the new COVID index. COVID, did I spell it right? Yeah. Right, because this is weird. We almost at the COVID low here. What's going on? And it's popping. So when we was here, about to make a new high, There was nobody there. Now we're at the low and it's popping. So what is it telling us? So you can see the range there, right? I just draw it and we could draw the other one here. I mean, there's nothing changed here. This is actually the first time I'm bringing this up in a while. We brought it up together here, and you could see what the hell's going on, right? So it is something to worry about, and I guess it's the new strain. I guess we got some people in the house. Mr. JRH, what's up? Meet Zach. Thoughts on X and Cliff, please. I think someone asked me that before. All right, we'll jump to the X and Cliff. Give me one more second. Let me go to Win real quick. Yeah, Win's kind of doing the same thing. It's up today, so that's good news, but only by 4 cents. But yeah, we didn't get the breakout, right? We got the breakdown. By the way, Mr. JRH, this is almost another example of Amazon, right? If I just zoom in, right, and that's what Amazon kind of looks like, right? And then you don't do it, and then you just break down. And that's what I worry about with Amazon. It needed to break out. That was perfect setup. What the hell happened? All right, so anyway, let's go to X. Meet Zach. Here we go. Zoom in. Oh, down 5%. All right, so if you watch my videos, I talked about this for a while, and I was one of the first to say, like, I labeled it like this. This is when steel was ripping. The steel trade is over. That's what I labeled it. And I was in the cliffs, and I got out because I just didn't like the way it was trading. It was just like, see, you have the up and down. I got a lot of stuff on here that I don't really want to delete, but I'm going to delete it. I'll delete it so you can see what's going on. Clear all that out. So we had the range, right? This won't be as great as the other lines. And I'm playing these bounces up, down. It was perfect, man. This was a perfect trading stock. And then when we got in this area, I'm like, wait a minute. Something's not right. Even here, I noticed that how come we didn't hit the top of the top half of the trading channel? We did it every single time. Why it didn't happen here? And then when it didn't bounce after we hit the low end, we actually breached a little bit. But I know I didn't draw the correct line. I'm like, what's going on? And I got out. And I was like, I don't know. I think the steel trade is over. And I got a lot of crap. I'll call it crap for that video in the comments. And on Stock Twits, man. It was like, oh, man, you don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't matter. I don't care about your steel, the steel prices, none of that stuff. But we're just looking at charts here. A lot of the stuff be in the charts. Because maybe things could be just great, but if something is hitting us from the backside, you ain't going to see it. That's why I was kind of showing the 10-year, and I had showed the 10-year in the video. And sure enough, it's just not trading right. Now, the last couple of days, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Is it getting back into the range? Not quite. And then, look, the breakdown, generally when you break down, you don't just kind of break down and it's over. You generally do have you pop back up to the breakout point. So basically back to that was support now. That was support, now it's resistance, right? So you kind of bounce back up, and now this is when we're going to find out if this thing is over or not. Because if this thing could get back in the range, it's all good. That's impressive. But if it fails here, that's exactly how a breakdown happens. You break down, right? And it's kind of like a breakout. You break out, come back, and then take off. Break down, come back, then break down. So it's got to show the balls here. We got to see something right here, and this is important. That to me is at an important level. And then actually, if you go at some horizontal resistance, it looks like it broke through, and then now it's trying to come back down. See, if the market was open another hour, this thing would be down even further. But let me go to the daily. I usually pull up weeklies. I trade longer term, but yeah, we'll see. It needs a little bit more time. Okay. I say I don't like it. It's not doing this. So if it can it's finding a new range, and I want to wait until we can see what that range is before I want to trade it. But I don't think it goes up here for a while. So that's my feeling. Let's see though. It might, because the last couple of days was impressive. I'll give it that. I actually thought it was going to break down here because you see that check back, but it didn't happen. We had all of this run. And I was like, okay, because I was looking at it. I didn't make no video. I'm like, okay, X, all right. Let's pull up his buddy, Cliff. Oh yeah, see, Cliff is in the range, so that's impressive, right? And I had liked this one, and you can see I got the points drawn, and I drew a circle here. I noticed nothing there. That's where I expected it to go. Matter of fact, I looked at X. The stock that I really want to look at first was this one, and I know it didn't happen. So that's what made me get out right here. I got out here. Yeah, I was trading Cliffs, not X. So my apologies. And and sure enough, look, that's what happened. So I saved myself some money. But look, man, look, this is an impressive run right back into the middle of the range. So I give it to you. I give it to you. Let's see what happens. Um, I don't know how to call this one. I don't know how to call this one. I don't really see anything um that's like, oh wow, yeah, because it's not my kind of trade. Very volatile is another reason why I got out. But we double topped here, and this could be the only reason why that we um we pulled back today, down 4%. I hate steel. It's still so volatile, boy. Because 4% could be nothing. It could be, it could mean something, but then it's nothing. You know what? If this thing breaches breaks over these recent highs, I like it to go higher. But I think we're finding a new range. That's what I think is going to happen, just like we was here, because it's just doing what it was doing for forever, right? Just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And now we're trying to find a new range. And I think that's what's happening here. So if I draw something like this, and we don't really have a lower part yet. We don't have a low part of the range yet. So you see what I'm saying? So let's see if it comes down, and then when it bounces again and I get that low, then I could draw this line, connect that point to that point, and then maybe we have our new range. And that's exactly what I predicted once it came out. I was just like, hey, it's going to find a new level. So let's see what happens. But yeah, I think if it could break that, it's actually at the highs now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, if it could break that, man, it's I guess I like it to go higher. I like this one better than X. I know that. This one's a little bit more easier to read. So just looking at the 4 hour. I'm just looking higher high, lower low, a higher high, right? Lower low, higher high. Let's see if this thing can make a higher low. That's what I want to see. And then we're like, okay, we're on to something. All right, so hopefully that helps, man. I don't trade the steel. I did trade it here because it was pinballing so perfectly. It was beautiful. This was beautiful. Right? In, get out, get in, get out, get in. I'm doing it backwards. Get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, and then you see, look, it didn't go up, so get out. That's what that means to me. So that's exactly how I was trading it. What do we got? Miko, he said everything is starting to close up again. Municipalities in Florida going to mask, even though the dentist wants some. The said I can't read that word. You said wants the state to open and mask. Yeah, I mean, I think we're going into an era. We're going right back to the unknown. So I was just talking about Vegas, right? And Vegas is popping. Well, the casino, I looked at the Vegas stock. I really should have been looking at Win, but and it's not. Let me look. What's that other stock, by the way? Is it MGM? Yeah, MGM looks like it's ready to break down. That's the 4 hour. Let me go to the weekly. Yeah, look at that. I don't know. And I think that's what the 10 years telling us. And I even heard that there could actually be another, like if we don't take care of this D, there could even be another strain, right, that can introduce itself. And let's say that particular strain is like deadly or something, So I think we're not out of the water, but I don't know. It seems like we're at that point where the people that's not going to take the needle, won't, and the people that Will already did. It just seems like we're at that point now. They got to pay people damn near $100 to go, basically force you to get it by saying you can't go to work anymore. So a lot of those tactics are starting to happen, and I think if no one does it and people get sick, and more people get sick. See, it's starting to turn political here. I'm trying not to keep it political. That things could get worse. A stock that I like. Let's go to the stocks I like. Wait, there was one more chart I wanted to look up. Oh, I wanted to look at those cruise lines, because then they set some cruise. Yeah, look at the cruises. It almost looks like the cliffs that we looked at, and just see it just broke down. We just broke down, and everything was looking good. Carnival. Look at the breakdown, right? And yeah, down today. It's just, we want to see. I think these are the stocks that could give us that early sign of things okay, or it's time to get back in. Right, let's look at Jets. Yeah, look at that, man. It's incredible. I'm just now pulling these up for the first time, by the way. The stochastic is looking good. Like, it wants to turn, but these last couple of weeks is like, no, I don't. And it looks like it looks like we thought something was happening here, and now it's like, no, not going higher. I'm into Boeing. I made a Boeing trade. See, Boeing is kind of, they came out with some good reports of, if I remember right, they selling jets. They selling those 737 Maxes again. So I think Boeing, if you want to play the airline space, I think Boeing is the way to go, not the actual airliners. But we'll see. It's funny because one of the stocks I like is Hilton. Look at Hilton. But it's I don't know. I have a feeling that it's going to do what we just saw and just start to roll over. So I might have to take this one off the list. So yeah, just keep an eye on this one. I'm pulling out my list. We'll go over the stocks that I like now. You said thanks, and and hold on. What did you say? Meet Zach. Thanks, and I like the video, guys. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I think you thumbs up or you like this video. Appreciate you. I hope it helps, yeah, who does that? By the way, if I ever get, if I'm ever like really big and I got hundreds of people watching, I'm telling you, man, throw your tickers out. We going over it. Anyway, what was I talking about? Okay, yeah, Hilton. I like it. I liked it. Because look at I don't like the candle it drew today. By the way, I was supposed to do this video on Saturday, and then I decided to do Sunday, and I was right at the mic, ready to press record, and I started getting sick. I just didn't feel well, so I didn't record it, so I'm doing it today. So it's a little late, and yeah, I'm liking this, but look like the breakout is failing. Didn't we see this pattern already? Right, so I don't know. Another stock is Booking, same field, and I know this one is down, and I'm going to pull up the weekly. What I like here is, I can see that range. I might have to draw new candles, but this one's got a nice little, right, diagonal. Anyway, I'm going to get rid of that. I want y'all to see this. I want you to focus right here. Is that, right? I'm thinking we bounce nice off support. And we're going up, but it's getting weak again. It almost looks like it don't want to do it. I like this above here. Okay, I don't like it now. I want to see it get above these recent highs, these last couple of days, these last couple of weeks, excuse me. If it could do that, then keep an eye on the stock. I think it can easily get to its all-time high and double top. Right, so that's why I'm looking at that one. This was a beautiful candle right here, but it's just not playing out. So keep an eye on that one. And then here's another one. Marriott. See how Marriott's doing? Marriott did break out to the upside. And today sucked, but not that bad. So I'm liking Marriott. Pull up the monthly. See what's happening. It's almost a reverse head and shoulders. We're hanging out at the top end, and I think we could bounce and go higher. It's funny because I wish, like today, like if I should have did this video on Friday because like I like what I see here, but I don't know. I'm starting to have second thoughts after today's action. It's like, oh, maybe nothing's gonna work, and that's why I bought those puts. Anyway, another stock that I like. This one is something I don't talk about, and that's Exelon. It's an energy company. So they was up today. That's not a good sign if you like the market. But anyway, they're up today. So you see that crossover. I'm trying to bring everything on the screen here. Right? I think we kind of come up here to this double top, and I think we actually we'll break it and just kind of continue going up. See that big cup, right? The big long consolidation. Here's your COVID, right? That happened with every stock, and it's coming right back. So I actually like that. I got a long put spread. Call spread on this one. I think the 50-55, something like that. What was this for? Maybe the 45-50, and yeah, a little energy play. So AVGO. This is Broadcom. I like this one a lot. Right? Look at that. What did it do today? Yeah, this down 0.15. This one pays a good dividend too. Right? So you come over here, it pays 2.97. Right? So look at that. It's coming right into the averages. Little consolidation for the next little breakout, little cup. Right? It's almost like you can see it even happen here. So I like that one, how it came in, consolidated, and pull up the weekly. See that consolidation and getting ready to break out to the upside. So I like that. AVGO Broadcom. It's a weird ticker. TMO, Thermo Fisher, right? Same thing. Look at how it's breaking out. But see what I see? Are we going to fail here? I don't know. You know, I might have to extend that channel. Maybe the breakout's not going to happen. But I like that. Keep an eye on that, Thermo Fisher. And I went through a lot of stocks. I mean, hundreds. And these are the ones that I kind of liked. Got the EE. Yeah, these are the ones that I liked. It wasn't many. Now, there was a lot that was on fire, but they were straight up. I'm like, man, everything just looks way, way, way overbought. And then you have some of these, we can call them laggards, I guess, that's starting to break out on their own. So I would rather be in plays like these because I think the other ones, if we come down, will actually get crushed. So I like these. But the thing is, it's not many. I remember there was a time that I looked at a bunch of stocks and I liked everything. It was like, oh my gosh, you just buy the SPY Qs, you'd be good. But there's the, that's it. So, let's see something. I'm looking at my little notes here. I know I got Activision Blizzard. Yeah, look at Activision. What happened there? And by the way, I've seen a lot. You see how we pulling down these breakdown. Oh, shoot, my mic. Test 1, 2. Let me know if my mic's not working. I messed up the handle. Cash Matter said, do you see the overall market coming all the way down? No, I didn't see a pullback. I don't see, I know we're so scared, when it comes down, we think we just, boom, we're down hard. I just see I don't know. It's funny because there's never really been a smooth pullback. For the last couple of years, it's always just down hard. Like 4 days from now, we'd be down 10%, right? So I don't know. But check it out. This is what I'm seeing. You see, even in this video, I'm just pulling up charts. You see how these stocks are breaking down, but the market's still up, right? Because I could pull up the SPY and look, we're up. You wouldn't know that some of those stocks are breaking down like that. Look, it's perfectly fine. If I pull up the SPY, it's fine. We're going higher. There's nothing to talk about with this chart right here. We're going higher. So we looked at a few stocks and they're breaking down. And then the stocks that I didn't show in this video is the ones that are really, really toppy. That looks like they're ready to maybe take a breather and break down. And then, of course, we saw one of the leaders. How Amazon represents, I forget how much of the S&P, but that whole FANG is like 35% of the Is it the Qs or the S&P? I can't remember. But it's look at it. It's breaking down. I can go back to the heat map. Here, this is the S&P 500, right? So this is all the 500 stocks in here with the squares. But you can see like Tesla. Look at these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stocks that they, if you were to put them together, it takes up a big part of the square here, the overall square. Got Visa down here. I didn't realize Visa was that big. By the way, the bigger the box, the bigger the market cap. Yeah, so it's some of these stocks are just, breaking down. So when things like this happen, and we didn't get any pop off of the fangs for the most part, except for Google. Here's Google right here. Look at Google. It's just toppy. By the way, this is what a lot of the stocks look like. And it's up today, so I give it to them. Google, you have to buy this on a pullback. If we get that significant pullback, and then you think it's over, and you're looking for that stock to kind of put your toes in, this is the one. This is the one right here. It's already showing you what it could do. So yeah, this is the one to get in if you get that opportunity. Google. I was looking to pick up some Apple, but that's Square. I was actually gonna buy Apple, y'all. But Square, the pullback in Square this morning had me just salivating, and I had to get in that. But there was no pullback whatsoever. It's unbelievable. So here's Apple holding it. Is it gonna? I don't know. I actually think Apple's just gonna move sideways a little bit. I know it's really like a double top. Anyway, it's hanging in there. Pull up the monthly. Yeah, now the monthly just looks toppy. Clear all this stuff out. Yeah, it looks like zoom it in here, like some of the other stocks, where I can call that the breakout. Maybe right there, right? Here's another Amazon type look. Now that I drew that, because you could see right there's the week, here's the monthly, so you can see the stem. Shoot, I'm sorry if I'm going too fast for y'all. Look at the stem. I'm trying to get these charts right. See the breakout, fake, right? And then look, brings it to the bottom of the range. Fell short of the bottom, but went to the bottom of the range. Why do I say that? Because Amazon, this one was huge though. And that's what makes me think it's going to go to the bottom. It was up today, so I give it that. It's not necessarily going to be straight down, but I just think eventually we get down there. So Apple, it's breaking out. It looks like it managed. It looks like the breakout happened. But if this thing pulls back into this range, I think that's ugly. Because I'm gonna say this one's a breakout. We got a candle. Let's see what this candle. These are monthly candles, and today it held up pretty decent. I think this one we could probably call it. But we'll see. We'll see if the market's strong enough to pull this one back into the range. Right? We saw some disasters. I can't remember them offhand. Pins, I think Pins was one of them. This is Pins. Look at that. This is another stock, and I know they don't represent much, but what I'm getting at here is the breakdown, right? Because this thing was on fire coming out of the COVID, and see the fake breakout, and then all the way down to the bottom, and then some. So how far down this is? This thing was down 20% the other. Now it's down another 3%. So it's not looking good. It's not. I don't know when this turns out. I'll never try. I don't trade this one. I just wanted to bring it up because I just remembered the kind of nasty week that they had. Anyone remember some of the other stocks that was getting creamed? So yeah. So you see as we look under the hood with certain stocks, that I think Snap was another one. That what did Facebook took all the business? No, Snap went the other way. Yeah. Now that's a breakout. Let's see what happens. Right. So you can see how I guess it's becoming that stock pickers market where some stocks will go up. It's not going to be all the rising water lifts all boats kind of scenario. We're going to see some stocks actually, go against the trend, like what was that? Who swims upstream? Salmon, tuna, one of them two. Yeah, so some stocks I think might swim upstream, and some stocks rolling over. But you can see some of these rollover actions. It's like, and eventually I actually think it does take all boats down, or whatever the terminology is. So a stock like this, a big run up, and then I think it can bring it back down. But when the market turns after it's over, this would be like another one you would want to get in. Reminds me of the early days of Facebook. Just kept going up after that whole downturn. Let's look at Facebook. It's another one. Yeah, Facebook wasn't in it. They broke out of its consolidation right here. I guess I should extend that over here. Right, that's what we want to see with a lot of these stocks. And just, I missed that. I was in this bullshit. I can't believe I just said it. For all of this, right? And I bail. You see that circle right there? I bailed. I was just tired of it. I was tired. Remember, I be in the options. The options, you're going to lose money. It needs to happen, right? You don't have a lot of time, even though you might talk 2 years. You'd be surprised. It goes by fast. And when I saw this really looked like it was rolling over. And the one reason why I bailed here, even though it was the bottom of the range, it was actually a buy point. Because all the other stocks were going up. And I was like, this stock is sick. Something's not right. So I was just like, I'm done. I'm done with Facebook. I did a video on it. I think it was right here. So I don't think I bailed right at the bottom. I think it was right here. 262 or something. I was like, I'm done. But look at that, man. So that's the move I was waiting for that I never got. I got this move. I participated in that one, and I thought it would actually go a lot higher, and it didn't. And I just got tired of it, and then there's the move. So missed it. All right, see what the jewelry box is talking about. He said, "Look at LL Cash." Oh, okay, yeah. We should know what salmon. We should know what salmon swim. They talk about it on Seinfeld. Do they? I don't remember. Salmon bass. Remember that episode? You said look at LL. I'm sorry, Cashmatic. I missed that. Sure. LL Cool J is hard as hell. Why did I say that? What the hell? Yeah. Now, I heard lumber, the futures. I don't know how to bring it up. I know they was like lower than the beginning of the year. It's like lumber is just, I didn't even know lumber liquidators. When they went bankrupt, they came out of it. And then, anyway, yeah, I remember that. That was insane. And then they had things in their wood or something. They had bad lumber, bad wood floors. And this thing just gave it all back. What an incredible, you could have made money on the upside and the downside. But yeah, look at it. I don't know. It's in a downtrend. I don't know. I'm looking at, here's some support that it just broke right here. See that? I think this is actually just coming up to test. We could do that diagonal, resistance, and that'll be like that. If we could break that line to the upside, that could be a good chance to get in. But as long as it's not doing that, and because this line represents lower prices, it represents it going down. So you can see it bounces up, down, bounce up, right? So I think this is just another bounce up. And then look at the gap. If this low right here, the low it made here, and I think it only bounced there because it was another level of support. But if that low doesn't hold, look where we going. And the way the market is right now, I think it's gonna actually continue down. But we'll know if it breaks that. That's the first sign of coming out of this downtrend. Now remember, if let's zoom in here. What you want to see is go to the daily. Should I try to? No, let's go to the weekly. Downtrend. So what is a downtrend? Downtrend is, gosh, hold on, man. This is what happens when you do live videos. All right. Why can I draw? Okay. Downtrend is lower lows and lower highs, right? So you can see ourselves. We see us getting it, right? There's your high. There's your. It's kind of, here's a low. Call that the low. And then right there. Then a lower high. And then kind of lower low. A little sloppy. Lower high. Lower low. Lower high. Lower low. And then, right, so nothing is changing. We want to see that reverse. We want to see that. We want to get a higher low, which that's the first sign, right? And then a higher high, or either or vice versa. So that's what we want to see. When you see this thing come back down, because it shouldn't just take off from here. If it does, you can, maybe consider it when it breaks there. But when you see this thing, it'll start to go high. It'll come back down. And when it comes down and then goes back up, and that low is the higher low or even an equal low, that's when you could say, I think the downtrend could be over. And then really kind of consider it, what's going on here. Look at the volume. The volume's not even picking up on that. Almost got a doji candle right there. It's just undecision. So no, I'm not liking it. I think the sellers are waiting to sell. Look at the viciousness on all the red bars, right? Look at the emotions, we call it. And then look at the green. Like it doesn't want to take it back. It's just like there's no action on the green, not even volume. So the come up is like, we're not interested. It's just like the sellers got tired. But these guys, they're going to keep hitting it, it looks like. And might get lower. So no, I'm not feeling that one yet until we see some kind of change in the pattern. Only thing that looks good here is just stochastic. It's definitely oversold. And it looks like it wants to come up and try to do something here. So other than that, I was gonna say other than that, I like it. No, I don't like it. So we want to see a change in that trend. But this looks like it continues. It might go sideways here a little bit because it is sitting on that support. But look what happens when we break that, man. Wow. Just goes down. Let me pull up the XIYR. It's the real estate. And that thing is just moving right along. How about Home Depot? And then you see here, this is by the way, this will be a sign of that it's a lower high, right? You don't really get that in uptrends. So it's just a sign. It's not saying it's going down. Everything looks good, but that's when you want to keep your eye on it and be like, okay, I'm watching you. Let's see what happens here, right? Because it could kind of do a little bull flag and then move on its way. But if it goes down, starts to really make any moves down from here, then it'll be official. That'll be official lower high. So after that, could be a lower low. So keep an eye on that. Home Depot. How about its competitor, Lowe's? Yeah, that one. See, now here's a sign. Right, because it kind of did the same thing. But look, that one is a lower high. I'm going to call that one official. And it's about to be a lower low right here. So low's down today. So that, and when I say lower low, I mean right off this green candle. But here's the ultimate lower low. And that's right here. Right, so if it breaks that, yeah, but it's not looking good. So sometimes you could take the laggard and you could say, okay, look what's happening in the lows. Home Depot might follow. right? It's just being a little stronger. So it might start to come down as well. That was actually down the exact same 0.30 on Home Depot and that's 0.9. They're my eyes. Okay, Lowe's is down 0.90. Yeah, Lowe's. I never trade those. I used to have, I like Home Depot. I'll be in and out of Home Depot in a while. It would be nice if this thing could just consolidate a little longer. That's what it looks like. Now that I pull up the monthly, maybe we just kind of truck sideways a little bit. Kind of like it, because like we did here. Right? A new range. Let these moving averages catch up to the price. That's what you want to see. You want to see it just, you don't want to see that separation. It's just not healthy. It's good if you're in it, you're making money, you're like, hey. But it's just not going to go like that forever. All right, y'all. So I was hoping to get some more people up in here, but no. You guys are not interested. You guys got something else to do. If you got any questions, I'll go ahead and hang it up. But I want to thank Meet Zach, JRH, Cashmatic, my girl, Jewelry Box in here. If it wasn't for you guys, there'll be nobody in here. There'll be nobody. I'll be talking to myself. And then the only view I'll get, I'll have to play it when the video is over. Yeah. And then I'll have to like it. It don't let you subscribe to your own channel, though. That sucks. I could have another subscriber. But, yeah. Yeah, I just have to hope you guys do it. You said you're here. I know you're here, babe. I know you're there. Somebody else just jumped in. So somebody jumped in because it was 3. Now it's 4. Hey, whoever jumped in, you got a stock you want to talk about real quick? Because I was actually getting ready to end the video. I'm drinking some water, so I'll go ahead and give you a minute to type up what you want to type about. What you want to type about. What you want to talk. Yeah, I guess that's right. Anyway, I sold. I can go to SPY real quick. Let me pull up the Qs. Hold up. Qs are real strong. If you look at the Qs, there's nothing wrong. Nothing. It's such a one-sided market. It's just unbelievable. Right? All the stocks we look at the Q. Qs is unbelievable. Let me pull up the IWM. Yeah, look at the small caps just trying to roll over. You see what I mean? It's just weird. We're not in sync here. ARC. I got 7 calls. I thought I was gonna do good today. I was like, man, I got 7 calls up in that. You know what calls I got? Like the 165. So I'm like, why did I buy those calls way out of the money? Anyway, but so I didn't make a lot of money today. It was it was like, oh man, all right. Yeah, I mean, reason why I bought them was because of this reverse head and shoulders, if you remember when I did that video. So I was like, I think this thing is going to blow. We was looking at Tesla. I was like, in Tesla's chart, we know ARC K is heavy in Tesla. So I was like, all right, I'm going to get some calls. Now I know why I bought the 160s. I'm just looking. So right there, I think we blow through this and test that all-time high, get the double top. So that was 160. Yeah, so I bought those, but way out. That's the reason. And like we was looking at with the other stocks, it just seems like it doesn't want to happen. See what's happening here? There's the drawing, right? The reverse head. But this should have came up. We had volume and everything, and then look how it's just failing. Look how right here. Yeah, I guess I'll clear this out. We know it's a reverse head and shoulders, right? Look how, and if I get the right drawing tool, there we go. Look how it's just downturned, right? I could even do this. What's going on? We should have been going straight up from here. It did not happen. So it's just making me, it's like, it's just not happening the way I want it to happen. And I have it planned to happen. But today wasn't. Wait a minute. Today was impressive. Well, for Tesla, I'm just looking at because Tesla's up big and ARK is only up 0.093. By the way, did you hear the guy? They getting ready to come out with the short ARK ETF. That's such a Kathy Wood's got to feel like that's such a slap in the face. Yeah, so it's going to be called SARK, short ARK ETF, and everything that she holds, they will short it. Anyway, but here's the breakout, and look, Tesla is even wanting to do the same thing. It was up nice today, and it finished up 3%. I think it was up like 5-6%. Look at that candle it drew. So you see the breakout, and it wants to give it up. I think if the market was open a little longer, this might have been a red candle even. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Because I think that it gapped. Yeah, it gapped up. And, so you got a gap below. Might fill that gap. But will it keep going? I don't know. But anyway, it was destined to possibly fail. I know that that 717 area, right in this area that it pulled back on. That's about the area that I expected it to. Let's see if it holds at 700 though. It's key. But everything looks good. Look at the volume coming in. I was trying to get in, and here's the day. Yeah, I think I talked about it. I'm going to super expand this. It had a great day. I was looking at all of this stuff, right? It broke out right here, and it was a big, strong day. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get in Tesla. I'm just going to wait for the pullback. Just a little pullback. I didn't want the big one. By the way, there was a pullback in the morning, and I missed it. Anyway, so here it is. Boom, up again. That's okay. I'll just wait for the pullback. And then here we have another 5%. So it's incredible. So sometimes what I'm getting at is you can't wait for these pullbacks. Sometimes they don't happen. You'll just miss it. Sometimes you just got to bite your teeth. What's it called? Bite the bullet. Yeah, bite the bullet. And get in. You just got to bite it and get in. And I missed this because I was waiting. It's up 13% in 4 days because I was waiting for the pullback, which was giving it to us. It was basically giving one every 2 days or so. You can see right here. And then all of a sudden now we got 4 days straight up in a row, 13%. Hasn't done that in a long time. So I'm disappointed in that. But yeah, here's the breakout, and let's see what happens. Like I said, a typical breakout, you always check back to the breakout point. So nothing to worry about yet. But if this thing goes below there, that's 700, man, that's just not good. So hopefully it just comes back. We had a reversal day kind of, so maybe tomorrow morning, maybe that closes the gap. So maybe this thing 709, maybe it opens at 700. And that will be the point of decision. Do you want to break out or are you going to want to break down? What is it going to be? What are you going to do, Tesla? So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. But I like everything. Stochastic looks good. Volume looks real good. Look at that volume. That doesn't let me increase that. Volume looks real good. I don't know why I can't increase the volume. See it better there, like that. Right, so you got the breakout with the volume and the breakout. So everything looks good here. Everything checks off. You said you got Arcade in your Roth IRA. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. But you could trade, like you see here, it says traditional IRA. I trade my IRA. And I got options in it. I do most of my trading is in my IRAs. And that's why I actually got 4 accounts. Some I'm really super safe, and some of the accounts I'm aggressive. So the one that I show more, I'm more super safe on that one, even though I've been getting more aggressive though too. So I guess overall I'm aggressive. I got huge trades on CrowdStrike and what's the other one? Think. I can't remember. Walmart, no, not Walmart. I got a huge trade on Walmart, but not in that one. I can't remember what the other huge trade was. So I need that to work out. And I said to myself, man, why am I so huge? I know my babe, she's laughing. Anyway, here's excuse me. You can see the same thing happening here, by the way. Hold on, let me drink some water. See the breakout? See how it's failing? That's the daily. You'll be able to see it even better on the weekly. Oh, there's the monthly. Right? Look, what's going on? These stocks are not breaking out. And I think that's this whole Delta thing, yield, 10-year yield, something, whatever is happening. And we're not getting the breakouts. So we're pulling it up on a lot of stocks here. This is a common theme. It's crazy. And that's what it makes me say, I don't know, y'all. But if you look at this, if I pull up the Qs, it's perfect. It's down at all-time highs. There's nothing to talk about here. But you dissect it, and you see these individual stocks rolling over. So that's what I'm worried about, you know. But who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? And by the way, we're going into that summer month. August, September, October generally sucks. I heard that we're down, let me see, 58% of the time in this period we're entering, and up 40. What's the rest? 42%. So the odds are, when you throw history in there, we're going to be down. You know, so it just is what it is. But this market's just been kooky for the last several years anyway. I guess it's always probably kooky. What the hell? I mean, I'm just looking at this. If you just think about what happened over the last, 18 months, just incredible. The world was ending right here, right? Everybody was going to get COVID. All businesses was closing. Nobody's making money. And then look at this recovery. But are we really that much better than we was down here? I mean, there's a lot of things that still suck. It's just, I don't know. It almost seems like, now y'all got me thinking, like, this shouldn't have happened. All right, maybe this was overdone, but is this where it's supposed to be? Where they gotta, they still giving everybody, it just doesn't make, $600 or whatever, the extra unemployment, the child tax credit advances, we're just getting ready to get out the, did they let that expire, the eviction? No one was getting evicted, so we might have an eviction crisis coming right around the corner. But yet where I live, I see apartments being built all over the place. So at the same time apartments being built all over the place, we're going to have this eviction, I guess people getting thrown out of their house. So I don't know, things just don't seem right. Everybody's hiring, but at the same time, nobody has a job. Huh? It doesn't even make sense. Oh, jeez. All right. Let me see if anybody says so Jury Box says it's a false recovery. She knows why. I'm super X3 safe in my Roth. I don't know what that means, X3 safe. But she says it's like a fake recovery. It's weird. I've been saying this forever. None of this stuff makes sense. It just doesn't. But stocks are up. It's I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, a stock like Disney. By the way, I bought some Disney a couple of weeks ago. This, by the way, looks like looks like it wants to break down. See that? Yeah, we drew the head and shoulders. See the left shoulder, head, right shoulder. It didn't break down yet, so now you have this lower leg. Let's clear all this out because we don't the head and shoulders didn't happen. So we have this area of consolidation that was preceded by this lower leg. So the lower prices are holding. It's almost a bear flag. Excuse me. It just needs to be a little bit more steeper. It almost can be a bear flag. So what happens on bear flags? Well, we break down. Right? So that's what I'm saying. See? You saw how the S&P was good. Look, pulled up Disney. It's rolling over. Anyway, unbelievable. What was I going to say? Oh, okay. I know. So we're here. We're about to roll over on Disney. You know, movies are open, parks going. I don't know if they cruise ships are going, but we're about to roll over. We're not even at the highs, and it looks like we're about to roll over. Here's the false breakout, by the way, on that little consolidation. See that candle? So at this point, nothing was open, and it was at all-time highs. And we love Disney Plus. It's great. See all the subscribers. They're gonna beat Netflix and blah 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 blah. Well, they still got Disney Plus. Why does it suck now when everything is open? I don't know. Does that make sense? If we're in danger of everything closing again, and this is where we was when we was closing, shouldn't they be excited? Because now that everything is going to close again, we'll be back up there. That's why we was high here. Everything was closed. Everything opens, it comes down. So if it has to close again, shouldn't we go up? I don't know, but this chart alone just bugs me out. Because when here, this area right here, Disney's business was rocking and rolling, packed parks, it was jammed. What was that, 140? Just came out with Disney Plus. They was getting subscribers. Everything was all good. And it crashes. Everything's closed. These guys don't have ABC, ESPN, because there's no sports. There's nothing. Anything that they was doing is just done. So it starts coming back, and nothing really opened. When they started playing some sports and stuff, but and then all-time high, still things wasn't open. This is February. Things started opening up, right? Was it around March, April? Right around this time, right around this peak. You figure we even go higher, but no, we start sinking and going lower, and then there it is. All right, that's that. Let's look at Zoom real quick, because I just thought you see Zoom trying to break out because maybe it's coming back. Which one was I thought it was one of these stocks was almost at an all-time high again. I can't think of which one it was. But yeah, Zoom trying to I think it was DocuSign. Yeah, look at DocuSign. Right, so DocuSign is all-time high, looking good. Yeah, DocuSign will be out forever. It's a good business; it'll be out forever. But all right, so we was here when everything was closed, same spot as Disney, and then this thing lost a pretty good clip of its value. Went from 270 to 180, and everything. Now we're not closed, but we're at all-time highs. So when everything was closed, we was at that point an all-time high. We started opening. We hit a nice low, but we're still open. Now we're at all-time high. So I'm guessing this thing breaks out. This will break out because I just see it getting worse, and it might as well go higher. Maybe this is the prediction of, what's coming. I don't know. It's a bullhorn pattern here now that I'm all zoomed out. Draw that out like that. 1, 2. I've been trying to learn this for forever because remember the S&P was doing this before COVID, and I was if you watch my videos, I was scared, and then I finally jumped in to make some money because I was sitting on the sidelines for a bit, and then boom, it came. I was like, ah. So I didn't get hit that hard on that COVID, believe it or not. I think the last downturn I got hit harder than I did COVID with the portfolio. So yeah, I was ready for the COVID one, not knowing that that was what it was gonna be. It's just that I was like, oh man, this Marcus Toppy is crazy. He was going up every day, so I wasn't in hard. But look at this. Yeah, we could actually, by the way, I know it looks like it wants to break out, but when I draw it like that, maybe we do come back down to the bottom. You said super, super, super safe. Got you. Yeah, Drew Rock says it's a false recovery. Yeah, so I trade the different portfolios I got different with different aggressivenesses. Is that a word? Yeah, different aggressivenesses. It is, and it works out. It works out. Lately, I started getting more safe, and one reason I took a lot of money, and because remember I talked about selling that naked put in Square. I sold the 270, right? So if you were to buy 100 shares of Square, 270, that's $27,000. Yeah, I sold a naked put there because I'm like, you know, if shit goes to worse, I was thinking, because when I do the spreads and stuff, if things just not crash, if let's say it just doesn't play out, I lose all of the money. Boom, done, all of it. So I'm like, maybe I should just start selling naked, being safer, because if all were to go bad, I don't mind owning 100 shares of Square, no matter where the price is, unless it's 70, because you don't lose it all. You're gonna get the shares at 270, because let's say by the time it expires by Christmas, that's when I got it until December. By the time it expires, let's say it's 180. All right, I bought it at 270. I got a $40 credit. I'm in at 230. So I don't mind it. It'll be a loss, but I'll hold it. I believe in it. I think it's gonna come back. So it won't be a total loss. So I figure I took a nice chunk of the portfolio and just kind of went in on a stock and gonna be safe, play a little safer. Just because I don't know. Just because I think a lot of it was Amazon. I'm telling you, that Amazon trade that was my biggest loss on Friday. I handled it well, right? I didn't make a video. Oh man, but it was all good. It wasn't that bad. It was almost expected, I guess. I actually absorbed the hit because even though I got the hit, other things were doing well. So it didn't look like I had a big loss, but I did because other things kind of covered up the damage, but yeah, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna start playing just being a little safer. I don't know what the hell these stocks are gonna do. That was a picture perfect breakout, and like I said, it could have went. I didn't expect it to really just break out and just be off to the races, even though I said I wanted it to happen. It could have been down 100 points. That would have been good. It would have been all good. 150 even. But no, it was down like 270. So that's like, huh? And the last time I did that was 3 years ago. Anyway, anything y'all want to talk about? I'm just running my mouth here. I'm still buying crypto. In the Safe Moon. Don't like the way that's going. Y'all want to do a Safe Moon video real quick? Okay. Let's talk about Safe Moon. By the way, my Safe Moon videos be making me some views, man. Safe Moon Army in the house. Right? When I talk stocks and options, I get a couple people like you guys. One of them being my girlfriend, so minus that. And then 3 other ones. It's JRH Cashmatic, and I don't know who that other one is in here. Safe Moon. Where'd it go? Here we go. Just doing terrible, man. Terrible. Look at that. I'm only in it because I believe in it, but if I just look at the stock pattern, I'm like, I'm out of here. This thing is going down. Come on. What's going on with Safe Moon? So I've been not buying, even though I want to buy even more. I've not. I'm not pulling the trigger yet. I've been buying things like Ethereum and um, what did Bitcoin, Ethereum. I want to buy some V Chain. I think it's V Chain. I've been buying some Link. All of them top 10 coins. Polkadot, um, Cardano. Yeah. So where's the rankings? Is this it right here? Yeah, we go. Yeah, so I just been sticking with like putting a little bit of money in Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let me see. I can't buy XRP. I'm on the crypto.com. They won't let you. But that's all right. I'm getting a hardware wallet. I'm gonna buy some XRP. Chainlink. I got a little Solana, Polygon. I think I got some Stellar. I got Theta. Here's that V chain. Yeah. I got Filecoin. And I think that's about the lowest I go. I got Algorand. I got Shiba Inu. That Axis Infinite. What? Did it do that today? It's up 759%? 60 days. Oh, okay. Let me change that. I've been trying to get into that one. I'm going to show the 7 days one. I've been trying to get into that one for the longest, but it's another one where I'm gonna wait for the pullback, and it doesn't pull back. So it just goes up. Anyway, so yeah, I'm doing the crypto. It sucks today. Today is just like I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to resort these. How do I do that? Is that how? Wait, I want to. Oh, here, market cap. There we go, Bitcoin. So Bitcoin was down. I want to see the 24-hour. Customize. 24-hour price. Okay. There we go. Down 4.5%. Yeah, when Bitcoin's down, everything is down. You gotta, when I look at some of these and you decide what you want to get into, there's a lot of research to be done, but if you can see things that's going against Bitcoin going up, start there. Like say, hey, why is Chainlink going up? Why are they up? And then start learning about Chainlink, All right, so I've been doing that, and it's been working out. It's been working. So yeah, I've been putting more money into. It's weird. I'm gonna call that safety because it's not. You see how volatile that is, but yeah, I've been trying to get more safe and then more aggressive at the same time, and I think that's where that comes in, and that's why I think I like the safe moon because I think that can churn because these guys are coming out with a lot of things. I just need to see them. They're not showing it yet, right? So they had the safe moon wallet. They putting it off, and the one guy gets John Caroni gets COVID. It makes me think, did he really get COVID or was this the wallet not ready? He just didn't want to talk about it. I start questioning things because things are not happening. They say it's going to happen. The blockchain's coming and the exchange is coming around the corner. We want to see some results. Only thing that's happening is the price is going lower every day. Oh man, because when those things happen, look out, man. The stock's gonna rocket and go the other way. A lot of the other stocks, like Dogecoin, it went up. It went up for no reason whatsoever. It went up because somebody tweeted about it. So this particular token they're doing stuff, right? So when the stuff comes to, we'll see what happens. Then I gotta reevaluate. All right, so I kept all four of y'all during the crypto portion of this broadcast. I appreciate everybody staying aboard. All right, so that's it. So no one ever said anything. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody just said something. Ashley. Oh, hi, Dre. Thoughts on Gorilla Diamond GDT? I don't know what that is. Is that a stock? What's Gorilla Diamond? Is that a crypto? I'm going to pull it up back here. GDT? Oh, it is a crypto. All right, Ashley, you're in the crypto. I don't know. I don't have any ranked 3,000, make 2,980. Yeah, well, looks better than SafeMoon. Got a little bounce right there. But I don't know. It's like you almost can't look at these and say, yeah, I like it. You know what I mean? You have to kind of research them. So you could start by let's go into the website. One of the first things that I want to see when I pull up these tokens on reflections rewards from Untitled Diamond ecosystem. So that's good. It's basically the SafeMoon. It took the way of SafeMoon because they started that whole reflections. So the total supply is 1 quadrillion, 30% burn. SafeMoon has 400 more burn than that, by the way. Earnings 6% reflections to holder for every transaction. Okay, it's a little bit more than SafeMoon. So 11%. All right, so it costs more than SafeMoon as well. 2.5 to the liquidity pool, 2.5 burn. Okay, so this one's a little bit more expensive to get in and out. Holders earn reflection rewards from our entire ecosystem. Discover cryptocurrencies that are on the rise, rising tokens, blah, 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 blah. Swap tokens without an exchange. I guess this is kind of like the white paper, a secure place to buy and store and trade. Like Real Diamond Jones wallet. They're coming out with a wallet. See, a lot of people's coming out with wallets because SafeMoon's coming out with a wallet. The Diamond Wallet integrates into the Grill Diamond ecosystem, supports our tokenomics, one of the features. Okay, that's Q3 launch, so it didn't happen yet. The Diamond service market will revitalize, and that's where like SafeMoon, like they had these promises and they closed. They really, but it's not happening. It seems like there's always a delay. I know this token's only 5 months old, so that's just the way it is. It's new. You got to buy with Pancake Swap, but you know what? Here's one of the things I do like because I was getting ready to say this. I want to see faces. If I pull up a token and go to your website and don't see who's behind the scenes, I'm not interested. Okay, so I'd be like, it's going to be like a rug pull or something. So yeah, they talk about them, and hopefully these guys real. They got their Twitter right and stuff. So they're young dudes, community management. So they even show more people. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to look. I might have to throw a couple of bucks in this one. The creative team, marketing. I like that. And a lot of people behind this. Now, so does SafeMoon, but they only advertise like 4. They only show like the 4 people. But they say they got a whole bunch of people that's working on the team. So I like that a lot, by the way. I like that a lot. I might have to get some of this. And then where's that white paper? Let's check out the white paper. Not found. Uh-oh. It's been moved. Gotta get a white paper. It says it right here. Okay. There it is. Building a diamond starts. Now the white paper is kind of like the prospectus. It's kind of like the got a gnat flying around here. It's kind of like the perspective. Kind of read this, see what's going on. I'm just browsing through it. For the most part, it's exactly like SafeMoon. So I'm not really interested, apart from Paradise 3, look who locks the lock. So I'm not really interested in that part. Swiftly swap both allows seamless exchange. Cryptocurrencies, yeah. So this diamond service mark swiftly swap rising tokens and a diamond wallet. So yeah, they got a little utility coming out right there. So I don't know how hopefully that brings value to the token. And then it says, since the diamond service market will not be released until Q4, we're developing proof of concept platforms in the meantime. So right now, I mean, they got some ambitions there, but nothing is happening yet. And it's early. It looks like this token just started. Because I pulled up what is this here? In May, right? Right at the top of the crypto boom. And so they came out and just sold off. But yeah, it's almost at its all-time low, but that's why you just got to believe in the utility, believe in what's going to happen, right? Believe what they're doing, and hopefully you're in it. You'll be in it early when it turns around. it's hard for a lot of these tokens to go against Bitcoin, against the majors, So of course it's gonna kind of go down, but hopefully when they get it together, it goes up. How many zeros we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 zeros. So you can get like a couple billion tokens for hardly nothing. Let me see something. The BSC scan. $23,000 holders. Look at the holders. Yeah, they kind of jumped in there at the end of July. I don't know what happened, but this thing is getting, holders are building. Transactions, 1, 2, well, because in the last hour, 1, 2, 3, 4, it had like 6 transactions in the last hour. And I totally missed that volume. Go back to here. What was that volume? 24-hour volume. The trading volume, 636,000. Not a million, but the volume is up. And remember, in tokens like this also, with the reflections, you make the money on the volume. If you can get that volume close to 1 billion, I imagine it'll be the same kind of math. It'll be like, if it gets to 1 billion, which is, it has to get up there to Doge levels, you make like $50 a day for every billion coins you own. Approximately. I'm guessing the math is close to the same. So you're getting those reflections, right, based on this trading volume in USD amount. So I think I forgot. Yeah, keep an eye on that. This is, I think, the most important number as of right now, and you want to see this volume go up, and you can see it right there. Even it's going up, even though it's coming down. Your volume's coming up. If you was in this token, you would have been making reflections, right? So you're getting paid to wait. Right, and you just hold on, tuck it away. Don't worry about it. You're not gonna get rich tomorrow or next week or next month, and hopefully a couple of years from now, these guys come through with the utility, what they're saying here in the white paper, and you know who they are. And keep an eye on, watch the AMAs if they have any, and just kind of follow along and see if they're the real deal. See if they can make something happen. In addition to the sense of Gorilla Diamond is legitimate business, the possibilities are endless. Gorilla Diamond Incorporated, they incorporated, could expand into various markets such as esports. If we believe it's a smart move, there'll be a chance. So this almost tells me that they don't even know kind of what they really want to do. They're just saying that we're a business and we could expand into various markets such as esports. Is it going to be esports or is it not going to be esports? So I actually don't like that statement the way it is. I get what they're saying, but they're like, if we want to go in there, we can do that, and blah, 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 and blah, 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 so. And then here's I'm going to follow them. Here's the Twitter. Yeah. Last chance, only hours left for what? Max out your bonus entries and giveaway. Listed on, they on Bitmart, all right. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm following. I like it. You asked me your opinion. I like it. It's early. Price is low. I think it's worth $100 if you got $100 or maybe a little more. Yeah, because the price is low. You'll get a lot of tokens for $100. All right, so you have 14.8 bill. Nice. That's a good bag right there. Yeah, if things turn, you're gonna be a Gorilla Diamond millionaire in U.S. dollars. If they could make it happen. So it's a nice size bag. Yeah, I might pick me up a couple of billion. You never know. You throw out a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there, and if one of these pop off, you almost got to think like that. If one of them just blow, you're gonna be like, whoa, and all you did was drop in a couple $100, and forget about all of the, let's say 1 in 20 blows, and you throw, and you drop 120. So that would be $2,000, right? But if one blows. Let's say you don't even make millions, so you make 100,000. That 2,000 was nothing, right? So that's what can happen. The thing is, you do have to have the diamond hands, right? Don't you just gotta hold it, and it's almost like throwing your money away. To be honest, so it's almost like I'm gonna put this in there, and if I most likely I'm gonna lose it, but oh well. And you're just kind of keeping your fingers crossed to maybe you won't lose it, and maybe things will work out, and it just kind of starts to take off. And none of it's really gonna take off until Bitcoin and the whole market takes off. And the market, the whole crypto is down, so it's almost hard to evaluate. And we getting better prices to get in. But I like it. I notice a lot of these DeFi tokens are the SafeMoon is 10%. Well, this is 11%, and I noticed they're going up. I think I even seen one as high as 15%. That's crazy. Let's look at, what is it? Safe Moon, not Safe Moon Mark. Safe Moon dot. Isn't it XYZ something like that? Yeah, I think this is it. And so we can compare it to Gorilla Diamond. See if they got theirs updated. I mean, they got a shitload more. Almost 25, almost 2,500,000 holders. The market cap is already over $1 billion. And they certified. By the way, I didn't check to see if it was certified by CertTech or one of those things. You can see the tokens burn. Almost half the supply of tokens is burned. And then you have all this roadmap. Where's it at? I want to see. Here's the team. See, they only show like a few people, but at least they show them. Damn near every single one of these tokens out here don't show anybody. You won't know who's in charge. They're hiding, and that's not good. I want to see everything that they got going on. Yeah. Okay. So the SafeMoon wallet, and this is, you had the beta already, so it's real. Those are real. I think those are real pictures. It's real. We're just waiting for it to drop. It's supposed to drop in a week, right? So the exchange coming soon. They're saying that's between 6 and 12 months. So its own exchange, they comparing it to something like Binance, which is huge. But I think, I can't remember, Bpop. SafeMoon 2.0 they calling it, or something like that. And then a hardware wallet. So a hardware cold wallet that's safely storing and using your crypto, meant for better replacement with more features than competitors, coming soon. And then they got this thing called Project Phoenix, which is like super secret, and it has to do, I think, something with the whole Gambia and using the whole SafeMoon, the currency is part of Gambia, So they're doing things, and if the exchange, right, if the exchange is as good as it's gonna be, you're gonna get some volume pumping into the SafeMoon. And then you're making the money with the reflections and all that other stuff. So this is one of the reasons why I like SafeMoon. But yeah, that's a good one. The one that you did show me, though, I do like that one. All right, what are we saying out there? They seem very transparent. Yes, that is such key. Actually, is the transparency. I think that's one of the because we don't really know. But what we do want to know, show your face, be transparent, and then, give it a shot, and tell us what you're doing. You're not just hiding, you're not create. By the way, anybody can create a token, and it's easy. I can even do it. Anyway, so you're not just creating one and copying somebody's website, and then people start to invest in it, and then you rug pull it. You take all the B&B, you know what I mean? So that's what happens. So yeah, when they show their face, they almost can't do that. And then they just being transparent, just being real. So now that you're transparent and real, most likely the things that you're doing is you're probably gonna try to do, and hopefully they work out. Anyway, that's the way I feel like about that. You said all you got is Bitcoin. Bitcoin's cool. I mean, you said Square buys after play. I don't know what that means. Square buys. Oh yeah, after shit. It's not called Afterplay. It's called come on, right here. Ooh, come on. Afterpay. Okay, I think that was just a. We probably had autocorrect do something. Yeah, a firm shell, sure. Yeah, they think of firm shares. The firm is going to be bought out. They thinking, but yeah, Afterplay. Yeah, Square was on fire. Fire. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, with the crypto. Um, Experiment, Mr. JRH, with some of these shit coins or altcoins because you never know. You never know. All you need is as low as these prices, like that Gorilla Diamond's got what is it, eight zeros in front of it. You get a lot of tokens for that. And then yeah, experiment, you know. She said you also have Square. Look at you. Look at you with the calls. What, 917, 250? I was close to cutting the Square today. I think has more space before September. I know you swing leaps and longer calls. What are your thoughts? Oh, I guess you missed it because I talked about Square earlier. I made like $3,000 in a Square today. I like it. The only thing I'm worried about, and it's all right if you're, you know, I trade longer. That's just me. It's just me. It doesn't say it's right or wrong. If it's going up, all the calls are making money across all the chains, right? So, but now that it's in a, of course, you just need it to be going up all the time. Like, I can afford it to start going sideways the longer I'm out. If you're close, that's cool. As long as it's going up, as long as you got that movement that you want that's happening. And guess what? It's going up. It's up 10% today. So, the only thing I worry about, we looked at a lot of the stocks and we've seen the false breakouts. We've seen in the stocks pull back in. Now this one is still in the range, so that's all good. It looks like it's going to be, maybe even tomorrow, test this breakout range. It's going to be up here in a minute or two. So I think your calls are fine because I think we're still going higher. And then this is where you're going to pull back, right where, actually it did it today. I'll take that back. I think that's what this pullback was about. So this high was 278. This one was 283, and today was 280. Yeah, so what is it? 283. We just need to break out of this range. You know what I mean? And it might struggle. It might struggle here, you know, at this triple top. It's the double tops that we really worry about, not really these triple tops. So it might hang out sideways a little bit and then start to break higher. So you probably, I mean, we had volume today. Everything is good, stochastic. I think we go a little higher. It just depends on the market too. I mean, if the futures, we wake up tomorrow and the Dow's down 300 or something, you know, Square is going to be a casualty, you know, so we just got to hope the market conditions can remain ripe for this thing to break out and run. But we've seen a lot of stocks like this that's breaking out of the consolidation, and they've just been trying to roll over on us. And so that's the only thing I'm concerned about. So, you know, you can always sell it. You can always sell it and roll it out to buy yourself more time. Or you can turn it into a spread. So you got the 917s, 250s. You know, you could sell maybe the 280s or something, you know, on top of that to turn it into a spread. I have had this for about, oh wow, so you made some money then. You love longer plays too. 283 resistance. Yeah. Earnings came out early. No, that's not. I think, by the way, that was one of the another reasons for it popping up, because it caught people by surprise and they had to get out. A lot of people were shortening into that, and they had to get out. That's a lot of people getting out because of the earnings and getting in because it's hot. You know, it was just, I think that was a lot of the pressure. But I think the reason why they came out with earnings because they announced the deal. So they was like, okay, we're doing this deal. You know, here's the earnings and here's the deal. You know, so I believe that's the whole reason why. Now, I think that was supposed to report on Thursday, if I got it right. And I think they reported Sunday. Yes, yeah, they reported just before the deal. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, here's the numbers now, because it's something to do with, don't quote me, they can't do certain things before earnings. You know, like they can't buy stock, they can't sell stock. Remember, so they was this is a stock deal, so they can't do any of that before earnings. It's like a lockup period, 2 weeks, a month. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's something to do with the restriction. So they basically like, okay, here's the earnings, and then now they could do whatever, do stock buybacks or whatever. It's something like that, as far as I know. But don't quote me. But I think that's the reason why, because this was an all stock deal. So, you know, you can't really do things like that before the earnings with buybacks and crap like that. Anyway, that's my guess. Anyway, can you go over the spread again? All right. Let me see. Let's go to the actual option chain. You have the 17s. You have the 250s. These are nice. You said you also had the square. Okay, so your things are in the money now, sitting at $30, right? So I don't know what you paid for them, but they're $30 now. So what you can do, I don't know. Let's say you have one of those. You could sell this 300 for 715, right? So you can make here. Are you able to tell me what you paid for it? And then I could pull up my little analyze tab. But you could sell that, and I'll give you some protection on the downside. You could sell this 280, and you're gonna get the 1300. If it goes above 280, you're still collecting the 1300, but you're capped at 280. No more gains, but you're gonna get an extra 1300 for doing that. You know, so, and that's what I mean by turning into a spread. And that will cost you no margin. Doesn't matter how much money you have in your account. Could be zero. If these are naked calls, meaning that's all you got, you'll be able to sell these. And as soon as you sell them, you're putting $1,300 in your account. But here, if you're not saying, I'm going to say, you said the 250s, right? Let's do the vertical. Let's buy the 250s. I'm going to say, wow, nice buy. Do 21.20. Okay, that's you bought this at 21.20, and let's look at this analyze chart. Get rid of that. Where's your 21.20? Okay, right here, down here is the price, right? Right here, this is where the stock is now, right? 273.10. So it's saying that you're up. Yeah, that's today. You're up, I guess, $902, right? Okay, so basically, this blue line that you see, that's wherever this price lies at the time of September 18th is where what your profit's going to be. So if you notice right here, you could lose almost all of that money. If this thing closes, that's your break even, and it's about 271, right? Because you spent a lot of money for them. You bought the 250s, but you paid $2,000 for it, right? So it needs to go 2,000 over the 250. So basically your break even is right around 271. Okay, so if you hold on to that option and this thing is not higher than there, you're gonna lose all that money. If you get up to 280, your profit will be 854. You already got more money than that now. So basically the blue line is the price at expiration. The purple line is now. Here is your right here is you're losing $15 a day for the theta, right? So tomorrow your account's going to be $15 lower, and every day $15, including weekends, right? So the next 7 days, and that goes up every day. So if I were to simulate the next day, and that's right here, if I click this little clicker right here, And then you can see that's tomorrow's 1507. Then the next day you're losing 1518. Then the next day you're losing 1530. Then the next day you're losing 1541. And the next day you're losing 1553. And this is why you want your stock to keep moving, right? You want it to keep going up. And this is why you also want a sell option, because you can collect that and go to your money. But it's a good trade you did. It's going up, so it was so perfect. Let's go back to the 2. Anyway, so there it is, right? So the most you can lose is 21.20, and you have max loss below 250, right? So if you hold on to this, do nothing, and it's 250 and below, you're gonna lose all your money. That's options for you. If it closes at 260 and you do nothing about it, you're gonna lose $1,000. You'll be able to buy that back for $1,000 loss, So anyway, now let's go back to that same trade, and let's sell the 280, right? Let's sell that for the 1330. Now let's analyze that. Let's bring that into that same thing. Now, so what happens here, if you look here, remember your max loss was that you'll lose everything at 250. Well, right now, if it would go below 250, you're gonna $790. That's the most you can lose. So right, because you've done collected 1330. But if this thing goes anything above 280, see how it caps, flattens out? That's your max gain. But at that point, you would have made $2,210. You would have made you would have doubled your money. And all it needs to do is go $7 higher from here. Because you already sold, you took that money in now. So that's why we almost can't be greedy. And then look at your theta. Remember we was talking about how much you're losing a day? Right now, you're only losing $2.85 a day. So your goal is, if you were to sell that 280 against that position, you have basically a month and a half for Square to continue to uptrend and get above 280. Right? And you could just kind of relax and chill a little bit. And once it does that, close the position, and you'll be closing it for a $2,210 profit. And then remember, we looked with, if I take that off, your break even. Just to break even, it needs to be at 271. So if we sell that, 271 is all of a sudden profit, and you would have made $1,359 if it were to close at 271. If you don't sell it, you're breaking even. You would have lost, I guess you would have lost nothing. It would have been a break even. Right, so it could be a good thing to do, and that's to 280. If you want to be aggressive, a little bit more aggressive, you could sell the 290, right? Bring it over here, and then that's what your graph will look like. And once it's above 290, you'll make 2,850. Once it's below that, the most you could lose is 1,150, and then your break even will be 261. Right, so the purple line is today. The blue line is what it's going to be at expiration. You want to sell covered calls. Do you have a one-on-one? I thought about it. I thought about the one-on-one, trying to do a Patreon or something. I just need to structure that, or even show you my trades. I want to do something, because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy. I do it pretty well, and I have a good understanding of it. Hopefully I was able to explain this to you well. But no, I actually don't. But you can get on these lives and we can talk about it. Is this Ashley, the jewelry box friend? Just waiting for your answer. But did that help? So I advise you, Discord. You came out of Discord? No, I don't even have a Discord. If you ask me if I have it, I'm just now trying to learn Discord because of Safe Moon. Like, that looks so confusing. Trying to get in there. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, I thought about creating a Discord. Man, I could barely put these YouTube videos together. Portfolio help, advise. Oh, yeah. I think are you the jewelry box friend? You said no. Oh, you found me on Twitter. Oh, really? Thanks for checking me out. Okay. I appreciate it. I appreciate you checking me out and asking me questions and stuff like that. I really enjoy doing this. I enjoy it, man. It's like I live for this. When Saturday and Sunday comes, I'm so pissed off, especially the 3-day weekend. I'm like, God damn, the market's closed for 3 days. I don't know what to do with myself. Anyway, but no, I don't. But coming on these lives, and you can ask any question you want for the most part, and I'll take care of you. I'll show you. I'll try to do my best to help you out. Now, if I'm going over something, like I got to get the point of the video out, so I might be talking about why Square dropped. By the way, that video is dropping soon after this one, so I could talk about why Square's dropping. And then when it does drop, I got to get that out, and then we like right now, no one's watching. I'll talk to you out. This is like one-on-one. People shutting the video off. Oh, this guy sucks. Oh my gosh. Anyway, but she said he's great at it. I'm not just saying that. Thanks, babe. You said you are easy. Thanks, Ashley. I think I am, but I don't get a lot of love on the YouTube. I got 400. I've been doing this for a couple of years. I got 483 subs, I think. And I mean, it's slow. I get like a new sub every week. It's slow, very slow. And if you probably watch some people like me, and you probably think they're worse than me, or I don't know, and you just watch them blow up. I don't get any love on YouTube, and I have no idea why. So if you can give me some one-on-one on how to get some YouTube love, I appreciate it. Anyway, but she can tell at the jewelry box. Okay. Yeah, in the jewelry box, that's my girlfriend. She sells jewelry and stuff on Facebook. I was gonna say, if you're her friend, you might be able to work something out. He has been trained for many years. Yeah, doing this for years, make good money. Check out my portfolio videos. I'm the real deal, but I'm human. Like I have big losses, I have big gains, but most of the gains is mostly gains. But I blew out 2 accounts way back. So I always think you have to blow an account to learn this trading game. If you didn't blow an account yet, no, you got to blow an account first. And when blow an account, I don't mean $200. That's not an account. No, you have to blow thousands. Anyway, so you're not going live talking about, I'm not going live talking about AMC every day. Yeah, who said that? Oh, yeah, who said that's the jewelry box? Oh, hey, all right, trading with Jared, sorry. Oh, no, I got my glasses on. Yeah, I try to do, I don't know, I talk about things that's moving, man. I talk about not necessarily things that are moving. All right, what do I talk about? My world is small. A lot of my videos is Amazon, maybe CrowdStrike. Lately, I've been talking about Tesla, some of the steel stocks, Google all the time, Starbucks. I used to talk about Facebook a lot. So I keep my the stocks that I trade small because you learn them, and I kind of will do more videos when they move in. You know what I mean? This is the trades I have on. This is the trades. And I kind of concentrate. The smaller you'll trade better with a small hand of your small watch list. Is that a way? So 10 stocks in your watch. And mine. And by the way, when you trade options, you want the big boys. You want the Googles and the Microsofts and the Amazons you want those $100 stocks because you can see you get this premium in there. I don't know what it is, but you can get premium. Because they don't drop that hard. You can sell way out of the money, or they're expensive to trade, but you'll make some good money on them. And you learn how to trade when your watch list is small. You're learning how these stocks trade, right? And like so, Amazon. I'll go back to Amazon. I'm always trading Amazon, looking at Amazon. Amazon hasn't had a 7% drop, almost 8% in years. So to me, in my opinion, is something wrong with that stock. If you just you're trading everything, right? You just trading what's hot, and then you come across Amazon, you see it's down 7%. You're like, oh, okay, deal. But no, there's something wrong, right? So by keeping your universe small and you're looking at the same stocks every day, you're learning them. You're learning how they trade. And every stock has their personality. Like you look at that Cleveland Cliffs, oh my God, it'll drive you crazy. But it's a great trading stock. I mean, you can learn exactly what it does, how it trades. They have personalities, and you have to learn that. And that's what helps me with trading, with what I do with the technical analysis and studying these stocks. So like when I'm asked to do an AMC video or GameStop, I say, yeah, I'll try, but I can't do it. It's a different type of personality. There's something going on in the background with people hodling and buy. It's kind of different. Even though it's a chart is a chart. I was going to do a video the other day talking about we got to take the name off the chart. A chart is a chart. But to me, that GameStop and AMC chart, those were different. Even though you can chart them, they was different. Everybody get together and get on Reddit and say, all right, buy, whatever. And then it goes up and I don't know. But I'll tell you what, eventually they all going down. They're going down to their real price. Yeah, this doesn't look good. This is coming down to $17. It's coming down here somewhere. I don't see this. Doesn't look good. the buyers, the volumes, yeah, it doesn't look good. I think it's done. But I tried to chart this and I could look at this, take the name off, and it's coming down, especially if it breaks that low. You're going to have a bounce right there, by the way. Everybody sees that, right? I think JRH, don't you trade AMC? Or is it it's another guy? Who else is in my videos? Anyway, that bounce, this low right here, it should bounce. Everybody's looking at that. And that low is $31.50. So basically $31. You might be able to put a trade in for the upside on that if it comes lower. But I don't trade like that. My trades are long-term put spreads and call spreads and things like that. Longer term. So I can sit back and relax and not worry about this damn market every day. A lot of times it's going down, I'm just chilling. And then I wake up. Oh yeah, before Friday, man, I had a killer. I didn't even trade. And every day my portfolio was up $5,000 to $7,000. You know what I mean? So that's why I think I'm not pissed about the Amazon. It's like, all right, I have to give some of that back. But every day, I'm just being in the right stocks, the stocks that is eventually going to take me where I need to go. And the ones that always go up. I trade stocks that go up and not super volatile. I can't trade, what's that stock that I talk about? I use that as an example. Something with meat. Oh, Beyond Meat. Something with meat. Look, okay. You can't trade that. If you're a trader, it's perfect for you. You want to be in and out, that's a perfect stock. Clear all these lines out. You want to be in and out of things, that's a perfect stock. Can't trade that. Can't do that long term. You will make no money. No money. Right? Pull up a stock like this. I like using these as examples. It's Microsoft. There it is. Long term. You can't go wrong. Can you go wrong on a stock like this? It's going up. So where's it going to be next year? Up. It's going to be higher than it is today. Up. So you could sell. You could come right here and I like selling. You can even buy a call spread. I'll tell you, a lot of people like buying. We'll buy one. By the way, many people buy out of the call spreads. That's where you buy a call and you sell another call for protection. But everything does not have to be buying out. It doesn't have to be buying out of the money. By the way, if you buy in the money call spread, you have a higher probability of success. So I'm going to take this for an example. Right? So right now Microsoft is trading at 284. All right, 284. I'm going to buy the 275 and sell the 280 for 245, right? So that's a $5 spread. I'm paying 245 for it. So that means the most I can make is 255. Okay, so let's analyze that trade. Let's do that. I want to do it 4 times. I got $1,000. So it'd be about $1,000, right? Let's do it 4 times and let's analyze that trade. Get rid of some of these other trades. And then you can see here, remember, so that trade's going to cost me $9.80, right? You can see over here to the left, 121.23. If it's below that 275, that'll be max loss, $9.80. Max gain is 1,020, right? That's a little more than doubling my money. I doubled my money. Doubled. The trade expires. Oh, I thought I did. Anyway, it expires January 23rd. I wanted to do a, let me change this trade to June next year. June, and that's going to cost me, all right, it's going to cost me a little bit more money. That's okay. We'll pay $300 for it. Let me make it, yeah, we'll pay $300 for it. All right, so the most I can lose is 1212. But the most I can gain, hold on now, is 788. All right, so if you do that math, 788 divided by 1212, I'm going to make 65% on in less than a year? And all I need is Microsoft to stay above 280? It's 284 now. If this thing continues to go up like it always do, shouldn't a year from now it be higher than it is today? Well, if it is, you can make 65% on your money. If you can do that every trade, every year, and keep making 65%, do you know how rich you'll be in about 7 years? You won't have to trade cryptocurrency, right? This is why it kind of took me a long time to get into Bitcoin, because this is how I trade. And I sit back and relax. The only thing I need Microsoft to do is be above 280. Just go be above 280 by next year. Can you do that? I think it can. And everybody listening to me knows it can do that. Now, this monthly chart does look a little toppy. But we can afford a pullback, a little chop, and then go higher. We got a year for it to be higher than it is today, right? And make 65%. So that's how I trade. That's the secret sauce. This is what people don't want to watch me for, because they want to trade AMC and possibly make 100, 200%, but then lose 500% the next day or whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm slow, easy. You find stocks like this, and they always the big boys. They're the FANG stocks for the most part, right? Facebook, I haven't traded Facebook in a while, but they all of these, them. I don't even have to go through them. I can't forget it. The ones that's on the news, on the radio, those stocks. These are the stocks that people want to buy. And sometimes I can get aggressive and just go straight call if I can afford it, or just get into the stock, just buy it. Like I sold a put spread. So I basically bought 100 shares of Square. I really believe in fintech. Thought about buying ARK fintech fund. Right. By the way, this looks like it wants to break out. Looks like a huge bull flag. We was just talking about ARK, Mr. JRH, ARK. This ARK F actually looks better. Right, so it looks like it wants to maybe do build flag and break out. So I really like this space right here. You said you need long trades due to your career. Yes, we all do. We don't got time for this. And by the way, this is why I don't even think I can trade daily and just like quit my job, because my style, I can't trade daily. I can't really do this. If you were to do what I do, I'm talking about with the stocks here, with the trade we just discussed, and move it to weeklies and monthlies, it won't work out, because these stocks can do anything. Like tomorrow we could wake up, be down 5%. It'll kill that trade. And you don't need that. We need time to work for us. So we out there in time, and let's let that natural force of all stocks want to rise. 70% of the stocks go up every year. Let's let that force work into our favor, along with putting on the high probability trade. Y'all know what delta is? Let me go to, if you come out here, all right, delta is, in probability world, I'm going to use it as probability because you can use it as a couple of things. It's basically saying, like here, I'm looking at Microsoft. I'm looking at 4 days from now. A 50 delta means it's either going to be up or down. So 50% probability of it being higher, and the 50% of being lower. But see right here, so this 285 is saying it's a 48% chance it's not going to reach that. I'm sorry. 50. It's actually a 52% chance. It's a 48% chance this is going to expire worthless. Did I say that right? No, I'm saying that wrong. It's a 52% chance this is going to expire worthless. See, I'm not even, I don't even got the terminology as far as working with out of the money. But anyway, it's a 52% chance of this expiring worthless because it's out of the money. Here's a 29% chance. I mean, the other side, not, so 29% of, God, I can't even get the math. 71% chance of this expiring worthless. And here will be a 93% chance of this expiring worthless. Here, that's the terminology. There it is. 7% chance of it being in the money. How's that? 48% chance of it being in the money. 29% chance of it being in the money. 15% chance of it being in the money. So that 50% is always at the money, right? Right where the stock is trading. It's 50% is going to be somewhere right there. Now, look when I go out, let's say this is 18 days. It should be about the same. See, 49, right? 59, right there. Right at the money, right? So 284, basically 285, 50%. Now, let's go out a year. Look where the 50% is. They know. Look, 295. It's 3 strikes out the money. It's a whole 10 points out of the money, and that's the 50% mark. You know why it's there? Because it's naturally, they know it's going to go there. It's the natural rise of stocks, that pressure that just brings stocks up over time. And do we got any more strikes after that? Let's go to June. 683 days away. And you can see that 51 is at 295. Right? So it's a 50-50 chance of it being that way or that way. So if we sell right at the money, I mean, it's just natural. I mean, to me, it's just so easy to make money when you trade the way I am. But it's boring. It's boring. You don't want to do that. I don't got 2 years to sit there and watch this trade. I got to be in and out. I'm a trader. Trading is free, so I want to make as much trades as possible. But you know what you can do? Check this out, JRH. You blew, yeah. By the way, that's dues. So we all did, Ashley. We all did, and you said you blew a big bag learning. You said, I need long trades. Yeah. So, all right. So, gosh, what was I just going to say? Oh, I lost my train of thought. It was going to be good. Damn, I lost my train of thought. I got a short-term memory. I got a short-term memory. I see some people jumped in. Anybody want to jump in? Anybody agree to what I'm saying? Oh, I was talking about trading fast, and trading is free, so people want to make more trades, but I can't remember. Anyway, that's the way I trade, and sometimes they blow up in your face. By the way, for instance, I could talk about. I had some huge trades on Amazon. I had some short. I was all over. The reason what pissed me off with Amazon is I had long-term trades that I put on last year sometime, and they expired. It was like the 3100 strike, something like that, and it was coming due in January. Generally, I have them off by now. By the way, you don't have to ride it all the way out. I don't even suggest riding it all the way out to that date. Roll it, close it out for a profit, and then reestablish it, 6 months, 9 months out, before it expires. But no, I was pushing my limit because I knew this was going to break out. It's so new, it was going to break out. And then those trades would have damn near, the premium would have really sucked out, and I would have been able to close them off really cheap. But it didn't happen. So since it's trading at 3,300, I believe it's going lower. Those puts, I sold the 3,100s, even though I'm still a couple hundred out. I just think it's going to be coming down to test it, and I don't got time to play around. So I had to close those positions. So a little disappointed. So I was going to say I had 4,800s, 4,900s or something way up here. I think that's what this gray box is about. Um, I think it'll still work out, but I just think there's time. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be some time before Amazon breaks out. These guys said they're gonna be spending money. They said it's not gonna be that good. And remember, he's even a new CEO. He just might even do things different, So it just might be sideways for a little longer. And I don't have time. That's it. We need stocks. Remember, I need stocks that's going up. Sideways, we like sideways action here in day trades. But for the trades that I show you, they need to go up. You can't afford this too much. Too much. Look, this thing's been going sideways for a year. So if you was doing those trades I just showed you, you'd be like, I just blew a year, only got a year to go. Well, suppose this thing only goes sideways for another year. And then the trade won't work out. That's why I don't really like doing, out of the money trades like that. I like doing at the money or maybe even in the money, right? But I did it this time because I was so confident Amazon was going to break out there. And when it did, if it would have done it, it would have been 250 to the upside. So what was that, 3,700? It would have been like at 4,000. It would have probably been at 4,000 by the end of the week. And I would have almost been there, and I would have still had another year or something to go. So that was my thinking, and it just didn't work out. And it still could play out that way, by the way. None of this means nothing. This is just my guess. When you do options, you have to pick a direction. You have to say, all right, you have to predict what's going to happen and then place the trade. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking this is going to happen. All right, so let me place my trade. And then once you think that that's not going to happen, you take the trade off because you wouldn't have put it on if it didn't happen, right? So that was the reason why I got out of Cliffs. We talked about Cleveland Cliffs. I'm gonna go back to it real quick. Looks good. The monthly actually looks pretty good. I don't think the last time I brought up the monthly. Who asked me about Cliffs? I actually like the monthly. We could be struggling just because of this all the way over here. But the monthly is not that bad. All right, so zoom in here. Let's go to the daily. Let's clear all this stuff out. No, I don't want to clear that out. All right, let's clear it out. Anyway, so I was expecting it to go to here, right? I had drew that circle. Oh, my camera was on that whole time. And I didn't even show y'all me. I was expecting it to go up to here. It didn't happen, so I took the trade off, right? So that's what I kind of mean. Now, this is a short-term trade, but the longer-term trades, you don't have to do this because you got time. You got plenty of time. But when, months from now, and you could start to say, wait a minute, this thing it's not going up. You might have to readjust. And the thing about being long-term, most likely you would have made money, and you could take it off even if you didn't make money. You didn't lose a lot of money because it's way out there. You have time. Time is what kills options. Time, right? So if you have a lot of time, you can do a lot of different things. Some of the bad things about trading Amazon and these big ass stocks like this, Google, the liquidity on those options suck. Right? They got big bid ass spreads, and so you're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay up to get into the positions, but sometimes it's worth it. You could do SPY. You could just trade the indexes, SPY, NASDAQ, the Qs. You can do market orders, damn near, and you get a pretty decent price. But you have any more questions, Ashley? If you're still in the room. I don't know who's here. Got 4 people. A couple of people came in when I was going through my little spiel. But it's getting emotional. It's kind of like just getting into it. Anyone got any more questions? I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. It's 7 o'clock. I gotta work in the morning. I gotta be at work. I gotta get in that bed. How long we been doing this? Where's my timer? I'm looking around. I don't even know when the video started. Oh, there it is. 2 hours and 14 minutes. Wow. Been going 2 hours and 14 minutes. This could be a YouTube live Dre Trades record. I gotta drop another video. By the way, if y'all still here, I had the videos here. It's ready to go. I'm dropping it as soon as this video is over. I just gotta make a thumbnail. But I want y'all to catch that video because I talk about the square trade. I talk about the square stock trade. There we go. And, reasons why I thought it went up and how I made money in it. It was a great trade I did today. And I'll be looking, if it goes lower, I'll be looking to get more. The stocks that I'm looking to get more of is Square, if we can get back down to 230. And then Google. I want to get some Google. But it need that pullback. Sometimes I don't know if it's going to happen. And maybe even Tesla. Tesla, I like the way it's been acting. I know it's going to come up here. I know it's coming to this 900 level. Yeah, you can see the breakout happen. I just need some more evidence. If we get a pullback, I might put the trade on. I'd be getting burned in Tesla. I don't know. This is one stock that I don't trade well. I know what it's doing. I can trade direction pretty well, but the timing be off. So and this is one stock that I'm actually afraid to put a long-term trade on because I don't know. It's just done so much so fast. I don't know if it's going to give a lot of that back, so I'm afraid to put those kind of trades on this particular stock. So that's my thing about Tesla. All right, so no one has any questions. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video after 2 hours and 16 minutes. I thank everyone for hanging out with me. Don't forget to hit that like button. A lot of YouTubers ask for that and you're like, oh, it helps with the YouTube algorithm. I really need that help, guys. If that helps, I need y'all to double hit that like button because I need some help. Look, I only got 5 people up here. And I'll tell you what, whatever the views are, it says right now I got 57 playbacks. That's nice. But all right, so the video will end and it'll say 57 views. So that's how many people checked in and checked out. They go, oh, this guy sucks. I'm out of here. And that's what they do. I'm out of here. They don't got time. But you'll see you go to my channel and say 57 views, and then look at it 3 days from now, and it might say 60 views. 3 hours, I got 3 extra views. So my lives do terrible once it goes in the replay. I'm like, I don't know what's up with that. That's why I don't really like I love doing lives. Every video I would love to be live, but I don't like doing lives because they don't get views for me. Right? So that's weird. But I would love to do every video live and not do any pre-record. I want y'all to get me top of the dome. I don't want to edit. I don't got time for that. All right, so thanks, Ashley. I appreciate you too. Really do. Really, I'm telling everybody in here, JRH, Jewelry Box. There was a new person in the very top checked in, Meek Zach, Cashmatic, Jewelry Box, JRH, day one people, right? And typically watch the whole video. I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, like I said, if it wasn't for you guys, I'll be talking to myself. I really would be, so I really appreciate you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hang it up. Oh man, I gotta work. I gotta get the mail out, y'all. That's what I do, Ashley. I deliver mail. I'm not a mailman. I take the mail that comes into your city and take it to the post office, and then they deliver it. So I take the mail that comes into the little area. It all comes off like a couple of planes. Comes to the one office, the plant. We call it the plant. It gets all sorted out to which all post offices all around town and all the local area. And then I take that mail in a truck and take it to the individual post offices. Yeah, so that's what I got to do in the morning. So all the mail has to be at the post offices usually by 6 a.m. So all the clerks and carriers can work it and get their mail and sort it and put it in their little trucks and then deliver it. So I'm one of the first people in the system to move the mail. You know, one of the last really, but in the city, I'm one of the first people to move it, to get it to your local post office so they could work it and deliver it. Yeah, that's what I gotta do. I gotta wake up 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, I gotta be at work at 3 o'clock in the morning. All right, so next time, selling calls and on shares. Yeah. So check out the. I don't want to show you how to trade, but let's put it this way: if I had your position in the square, I would be definitely looking to turn that into a spread and selling something. We talked about the 280. I would look to sell the 280, 285, 290. You pick it. Got to sell something to protect those profits, and it's a way to you actually even make more money on spreads. A lot of people don't realize that because you're getting the money on the top end. If you were to sell the 280 for 1,300, it's really like getting out at 290. You're basically saying, okay, you can have my upside, but give me $1,300 for it. You know what I mean? So that's basically what you're doing. So and then that 1,300 helps you on the downside because if it goes down, you kind of collected $1,300 to kind of cushion that blow. You know what I mean? So yeah, when you make that money, or you could just hold on. It's up to you. But that's what I would do. I'll be looking to spread it out. We should have another pop in that. I don't think that square trade is over. As long as the market's not coming down hard. It could be, but they're going to be looking to get in. I think they're going to look to get into, get longer, look, I just don't think the move is over. Let's put it that way. But it could be. You never know, man. You just never know with this market. Right? It could be a fake out. But up 10%. That was huge today. You can sell anything you want. You can sell at 300 to 310, or the 280. You could sell 275. You could sell. What did you say? You could sell anything. Here, let me show you this. One last thing, and I'll end it here. Go to that square trade. I'm going to show you a trade that you might like. Here. So this is your trade, right? Let's zoom this. Let's stretch this out. Remember, the strike prices are down here. We have you breaking even at 271 if you were to stay in. You need square to finish above 271 before September 18th. Otherwise, you have no gain. You would have lost your $900 profit. It's because you sold you bought the 250. You can come here and sell the 255, right? And just kind of call it a day. I'm trying to find a 255. Let's see how much that would be. Is there no 255? Saying it's not traded. All right, the 260. There. You could sell that 260 for $23.40. And right now, you're basically capping your gains. You're capping your gains. Right now, you're up $900. You're capping your gains at $12.20. All right, so the most you can make is $12.20. And it could even go down. You don't start losing into that $12.20 until it hits below $260. So right now, you're 13 points higher, right? And the most you can lose, by the way, is $220. So if this thing go to zero, the most, it's not even a loss. I'm sorry, it's a gain. You basically, you can't lose money. If you sell the 260 right now for $23.40, you can't lose money, and the most you can make, how should you say that? The least, I don't even know if I was going to say the most you could lose, but no. The most, basically, 220. 220 is in the pocket, and you ain't got to worry about nothing, right? And then you just need to stay above 260, and then the total trade will be $12.20 in your pocket. In your pocket. You don't even have to sell these. You could take it into expiration. I don't necessarily recommend it. You could take it into expiration. they'll both exercise and cancel each other out, right? And then you'll have all that money. It'll all settle out for Monday morning. But yeah, so you can do that. So sometimes I do that. I'll just kind of sell the strike right above it and just kind of call it a day, collect that extra 23.40, and then you're good. So without that, so right now you it says here 887 is your profit. This is approximately, it might be because it all depends on what I have down here. But your profit's somewhere around 887, $900. By selling that 260, your profit's going to be $1,220. You're making an extra $400 with no sweat, right? It could even come down. It'll come down to 260. Then you start losing money, and you can't lose, by the way. You can't lose. See, it come all the way down here to 130, and you still make $220. So you could sell any strike you want. What do you say? Can you sell close up like the 280 for this week? Oh, for this week? See, that's when it gets a little. That's when it gets, because the thing is, you can do that, but the option that you have bought to protect that, it's not 100%. It's not 100%. You still have premium on there, so you won't really make out like that, because if that one you want to sell gets exercised, now you got to give up yours. So it gets kind of ugly that way. That'll be a diagonal, and if you were to sell a diagonal, you would want the one that you purchased to be deeper in the money. So no, I don't like that trade. Yeah, it could work out. I can't even chart it right. It won't look right. It'll look weird. But I got you. I got what you're saying. It'll look weird. If I were to do something like that, I wouldn't sell the two. I would sell something way out. You said like August 13th. I'm trying to go. I would sell something way out here, like a 305 or something like that, just to collect pennies off of that, and that would be for $1. But yeah, that's what I would do. So no, I wouldn't do that, because you still got premium in that option that you bought, and you'll be throwing that money away when it exercises, or if it does. Premium meaning out of the money. Extrinsic, sorry. If an option has intrinsic and extrinsic value. Intrinsic value is the value that's within the strike, which within the price, right? So if the price is at $270 and you bought the $265, $5. Let me do this again. If the price is at $270 and you bought the $265. My math is all jacked up looking at this. Put it this way: if you bought what's this price? $272.38. Let's say the $275. If you bought the $275, you have no intrinsic value, right? Everything is extrinsic. It's all time. That's all time value. You have no value in the option. It's just time. That's what you're paying for. But if it goes $5 in the money, now you have $5 intrinsic value. Right, because doesn't matter what happens, if it were to expire with that $5 intrinsic value, you're gonna get $5. So that's the difference between intrinsic and extrinsic. Extrinsic is mostly time value, and intrinsic is money value, the value that's in the money. Yeah, I hope I explained that well. It's a little twisted in the beginning. All right, y'all, I gotta end this. Very enjoyed talking. Yeah, so Ashley, you can hit me up on Twitter, Dre Trades. You found me there. And of course, subscribe and like, and then just ask me questions like on Twitter, and then get into lives, and then like we doing now, and then we one-on-one right here. Everybody can listen. It's only gonna be you, me, Cashmatic. No, sometimes he's in and out. trading with JRH and my girlfriend. All right, so I'll talk to y'all later. I am out of here. And good trade, Ashley, down that square, man. That was awesome to pick that up. Whatever you did to pick that up, that was great. I basically did something like that as well. I did I got out of PayPal. Yeah, I just got into it. Yeah, I'm going to drop that video. I'm going to drop that video right after this. It'll be up within 20 minutes. Check it out. So I think it's only like 8 minutes long. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later, man. This is Dre Trades. I am out. Peace. Peace, y'all.